Hey folks, welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Justin Riley and we have a terrific show for you today. And my first guest is going to talk to us all about the importance and the fun of having a paintball session. At Apocalypse Paintball, I'm joined now by Adam Gebert. Welcome, Adam.
Welcome. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here, my friend.
Pleasure to be here.
So, of course, the big question is why play at Apocalypse?
Apocalypse Paintball, we have 50 acres to play on. We have 14 fields, different size fields, different levels of competition fields, professional staff.
14?
Why wouldn't you?
Right, yeah, why wouldn't you is the better question. 14 different
Okay, we have
fields.
a tower field, we got a castle field, we got different speedball courses, we got an airball course. We're always developing and building new fields every year.
Really? So it's something that's continually growing then?
Always.
Wow. Wow.
And the customers keep coming.
How long have you been doing this? How long have you guys been open now?
23 years, and I've been doing this 21 years.
Oh, wow.
And I like it. I never thought I'd get into it.
Sure.
My friend was like, come on out here. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then it stuck.
Yeah.
I started messing around with the owner.
Here you are,
He was
21 years later.
Looking for refs? Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Be here at 8 o'clock on Saturday. Well, okay, I'll be here.
Congratulations on that. And when can a person come out to play? Is there a specific paintball season?
We play all year long. The only time we don't play is deer hunting season.
Okay.
Can you imagine why?
I can only imagine why.
Right, we usually let the neighbors come in and
Right.
patrol the grounds after that. But in the wintertime we play, you usually wear more gear. You have a different formula in the paintballs, a little bit of antifreeze in there, some glycol, if you will.
Okay.
And
So you don't get hit by frozen paintballs. That would not be good.
Right. Busy time is October. That's our busy season.
Really?
So make sure you make your reservations early if you're going to plan a party in October.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. So, I mean, do you feel like, do people continue playing at a pretty even rate, like throughout the winter time?
You'd be surprised.
Wow.
They do.
Wow.
And it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm out there. If you're going to show up, I'll be out there. It's action.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets you out of the house for sure. It gets you out of that cabin fever. So compared to, let's say, the family woods or the family farm, a lot of folks just like to rent a couple of paintball guns and go out in the family farm or whatever. What makes playing at a professional field like yours better?
Professional is right. Well, we're insured, so you're not going to
Sure.
get hurt. Another thing that's important is that you have a referee providing the right playing area, and he's going to keep an eye on you, making sure you're playing safe. Another thing that's important that we have is the chronograph, a radar. The radar will make sure that all your guns are shooting the same speeds. Your referee will have extra tanks to make sure that you're playing the game. You're going to see a lot of action. The field at home, go ahead and play it, but make sure you have the right equipment.
Let's talk to us about some of the equipment that
Look,
you've got
I have
here.
safety goggles here.
Right.
The thing that you got to really be concerned about, the most important piece of equipment is the safety goggles.
Right.
You don't have this, you might as well not be playing, you're going to get hurt.
Right.
One of our first rules of playing paintball at Apocalypse Paintball or anywhere should be to have the goggles.
Right.
I mean, you can't be a spectator even without these goggles. You take one to the eyeball, you're done.
Right, yeah.
All right. Then, of course, the next best piece of equipment is the barrel plug.
Okay.
This will go on the end of your gun. It's just a piece of rubber.
Sure.
And it plugs the paintballs from coming out.
Sure.
There's also a barrel sock. I think I have the barrel sock here. Regardless, that goes on there. Here's a CO2 tank.
Okay.
Let me fill these up. This is your propellant that would go into the gun.
Yeah.
And the barrel bag looks like this. This will go on the end of your gun.
Okay.
And it catches any paintballs that come out.
Sure.
Pretty simple device, huh?
So, when would you put this? When is the time that you put this in the barrel of your gun?
When you're in the staging area, when you're setting up and loading up, this will be in the end of your gun. When you walk onto the field, you'll take this out and you can shoot. And you're in the hot zone. You're ready to shoot and fire.
Sure. Okay. So
And then when you come off the field, you're putting that thing back in the end of your gun, or you get yelled at.
Right.
Which is a pleasure of my job, getting yelled at customers for not following safety rules.
You enjoy that part of your
perk.
job. That's a perk. So, what types of things do we need? What types of equipment do you rent for beginners? Real quick before we go.
All right, we got jerseys. We got triple pouches that hold extra paint. When you show up, all you really need to do is have shoes.
Okay.
And a wallet.
Sure.
All right, you got to pay to get in.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
Right, that's it.
Yeah. But you probably want to be clothed in some way. I mean, what about jackets and stuff in the
We can play
wintertime?
shirts and skins if you want to.
Okay.
But the more layers, the better. We do offer the rental clothing.
Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Well, Adam Gebert from Apocalypse Paintball, thank you so much for joining us today.
Pleasure being here.
It's been a pleasure talking with you. Don't go away. We've got more Talk of the Town coming up right after this. Stay with us. Hey folks, welcome back to Talk of the Town. We have two very special guests with us today who are going to talk to us about being there and reaching out for the families of our fallen veterans. And I'm joined now by Alyssa Spangler and Julie Spangler. Welcome to the program, guys.
Thank you.
It's good to have you here with us today. So you're going to be talking to us about an event called the Salute to the Families. First of all, talk to us a little bit about how you guys help the families of the fallen with being there and reaching out.
What we do is we plan different events throughout the year for the Wisconsin Fallen since the 9/11. We also include those that have fallen after they returned home from war. We have a weekend retreat that we do every April. It's a get-together. The families actually, we have a big dinner, we have a social hour, and we also have different events we do throughout the day, fun events for the families, which include the children as well.
And this is really an opportunity for the families of the fallen to get together, and they have that kind of commonality in there where they can, use the two most powerful words in the English language, me too, so that they know that they're not alone in their grief. That's a really, really great thing to have. So talk to us a little bit about some of the activities that you have planned in the future. Talk to us a little bit about this Salute to the Families event.
We have a walk that we'll be doing in August. The public is welcome to come to the event. It's at the War Memorial in Milwaukee. You can find us on Facebook for more information. We also do every July. We were just in La Crosse last weekend, and the families were spent together. They had a special tribute for the fallen this last weekend, and I met a lot of the families for the first time, and I see the bond that these families have formed together because they understand what they're going through. So it's just a lot of it is part of the healing process for the family.
Indeed. Part of that healing process is so important. And so obviously there's some fundraising that goes on during this time. What do you guys do with the monies that are raised?
All the money will go to help offset the cost of these weekends events that we do together. And we have a big fundraiser that we are planning September 26th at the Harley-Davidson Museum. And we will have a motorcycle ride. We will have a memorial. We have music by Nashville recording artist Vicki Lee and the Mustang. We have Hindsight. We also have music and silent auctions and raffles. We are presently looking for sponsorship. We are looking for military boots as well for our memorial.
Yeah, and I'm wondering if we can just kind of jump ahead a little bit and you can talk to us a little bit about what we've got here, these boots in this picture.
My daughter is partnered with her girlfriend at a beauty shop, and she was helped displaying my poster for the upcoming event. And I'll let her explain where the boots came from.
Sure, go ahead, Alyssa.
Yeah, a soldier's dad had dropped off the boots. We're on the west side. Our Rock and Glam is the salon name. We're located at 6602 Grand Teton Plaza. And you're more than welcome to drop off boots there. For every person who drops off boots, we will be giving them a free haircut. And up until the event in September, we're also going to donate $15 for every haircut that comes into the salon from a soldier.
Very cool, very cool. So not only do you get that, you get the opportunity to drop this off, but you also get a chance to make kind of a donation then as well, or you will make that donation.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. How did this all start? How did the reaching out, being there, reaching out?
The founder, Judith Singer, from Milwaukee area, she attended a weekend convention for the Gold Star Mothers. And she noticed a very young mother in the crowd that stood out. And so she introduced herself, and she seen that she needed something, other, mothers that were in the same situation. They exchanged numbers, and she was able to locate other young mothers like herself. And they were able to get in contact with each other. And now she decided to form this organization to bring all the families since 9/11 together to help with the healing process.
That's very, very cool. Well, I appreciate you two being here today and reaching out to us. We have Alyssa and Julie Spangler. Thank you so much for joining us, from being there and reaching out.
Thank you.
Don't go away. When we come back to Talk of the Town, we'll be talking dance. Stay with us. Hey folks, welcome back to Talk of the Town. My next guest is Carrie Fisher, owner of Synergy Dance Academy. Carrie, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So you're going to be talking to us today about some of the dance classes that you guys offer. First of all, tell us what type of instruction you guys offer at Synergy.
Yep, we offer ballet, point, jazz, tap, hip-hop, contemporary, lyrical, and tumble. That's new this year.
Tumble?
Yeah.
Tumble. Talk to us a little bit about tumble.
It's sort of like acro. We will teach kids how to do aerials, cartwheels, back, handsprings, that sort of thing. It's all new, so it's sort of on a trial basis. So we'll
Sure.
see. We're offering it for some of our younger ones to begin with.
Sure, and I
Yeah.
think that that's something that especially young girls might be really interested in because a lot of girls see that kind of tumbling and the flips and
Yeah.
they say, oh, I want to do gymnastics,
Yeah.
but really all they want to do is just learn how to do some flips.
Exactly,
and
and it has become a part of dance. Aerials
Sure.
are very common in dance routines, so that's why we're offering it.
Yeah, absolutely. So how much, talk to us a little bit about the experience that your teachers have to offer.
It's wonderful. We actually have 19 instructors, so we have a wide range. So we have instructors that are new to teaching, about a year, 2 years, but the vast majority of our teachers have been instructing for 20 to 30 years.
Oh, wow.
So our experience is what really does set us apart from other dance studios. They have, a vast knowledge of dance itself, as well as classroom management. So that makes it a very nice environment.
That classroom management
Yes,
component
it's
is
huge.
so important.
It
It's-
definitely
it
is,
huge.
yeah.
It is huge. So 30 years on average, or most of your teachers have 30 years, and you have 19 instructors.
Yeah.
So we're talking literally hundreds of years compiled.
If you think
of
about it that
instruction
way, yeah,
and
I guess
experience.
that's true. Yeah, dance, the dance life, I guess, is somewhat short in terms
Sure.
of how long you can be teaching. So most of them started when they're about 15, 16.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, you have to kind of get it in when you can.
Sure, I suppose. So are there competitive dance teams available at your studio?
Yeah, we actually have 5 of them. 3 of them are what we consider the more competitive. So they travel. So they go
Sure.
to Chicago, Indianapolis, St. Louis. And then new this year, we have 2 club teams. And those are for local competitions only, so the Middleton area. So we have it from ages 7 to up to 18 for kids.
So you said you go to Chicago? Is that?
We do. We go to Chicago, we go to St. Louis, Indianapolis. Those, again, that's for our competitive teams that do travel regionally. And
Sure.
then we go to a nationals that's in Florida every year in July.
Oh, wow. Very
Yeah.
cool. Very cool. Florida in July, though.
Yeah,
my
it's
goodness.
hot. It's very
I hope
hot.
you're dancing inside in air conditioning.
Yes, we are, thankfully. It's still hot. So.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
So, did you talk to us a little bit about, or can you talk to us a little bit about an end of the year show that you guys do?
We do something that's very unique, actually. We have a recital, but our recital is a little bit different in that we do a full ballet every year. So all of our ballet classes, except for our little ones, our 3 and 4 and 5 and 6-year-olds, are part of a ballet. This past year we did Cinderella. The very first year we were open, we did Swan Lake, which we're bringing back again this year. So it is unique that the kids are actually part of a large-scale ballet, so they learn the ins and outs of it, which is a little bit different than a standard recital where you just do your class and then leave. So that's really been enjoyable. The parents love it. Actually, it's interesting because even dads say they enjoy our recital.
Sure. Well, and I think that really kind of reflects the name, Synergy. You're working together. It's not just one and done.
Yeah.
Everybody's working together. in that
Exactly.
area,
That's
so.
exactly why we came up with that name as
Yeah,
well.
that's
So,
very cool.
Yeah.
So, what classes? What about new dancers? What classes would you recommend new dancers to take?
Our studio is very ballet based, so I would definitely recommend ballet for any new dancers, even those 3-year-olds. We offer a mini movers class, which is a little bit of ballet, a little bit of tap, a little bit of snack, a little bit of story time. Ballet is a little bit of
It's like, what kind of
snack.
dance is that?
Ballet is the basis of all dance, so I highly recommend ballet first.
Okay.
Our students actually love ballet. Our instructors make it fun. And then tap, too, is also really
Sure.
fun. It helps with the rhythm and helps with the learning the beats of the music, that sort of thing. So ballet and tap are definitely the 2 that I would recommend first.
And I didn't realize that ballet is kind of the basis for all modern
Absolutely,
dance.
100%. Even going into hip hop, you can see
Really?
it. So, yeah, it's definitely the one that I recommend that all kids take.
So kids, if you're thinking about doing hip hop, be sure to take ballet first. So you can get that
Absolutely.
good foundation.
Yes.
So how can our viewers find out more about the schedule and how to register?
Yeah, it's really nice. Actually, we have online registration, so you don't even have to make a phone call. You can just go to www.synergy Dance Madison, click on our classes link, and that'll lead you right to our registration for the whole fall session. So, and then you can always email me. I'm always on my email, always available.
Email Carrie Fisher.
Email
She'll get
Carrie
back
Fisher.
to you.
I will.
Carrie Fisher, owner of Synergy Dance here in Madison. Thank you so much for joining
Thank you.
us today.
I
Sounds
appreciate
great.
it. Thanks.
Don't go away. When we come back, we're going to be talking about a little bit more of a serious topic, bullying, with the Kathy Rasmussen Women's Theater. It's Talk of the Town. Stay with us. I'm going to go ahead and start in, I'm going to set it for 5:15, and we will go in 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Hey, sorry, we need to start over. I need to ask this young lady what her pronunciation of her name is. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Bielefeld?
Bielefeld.
Bielefeld.
Naomi Bielefeld.
Naomi Bielefeld and Emily Morrison Weeks.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. We'll go again.
Okay.
All right, you ready, Brennan? 15, 14. Two. Hey folks, welcome back to Talk of the Town. I'm joined now by two very special guests. We have Naomi Bielefeld and Emily Morrison Weeks from the Kathy Rasmussen Women's Theater. Welcome to the program.
Thank you.
Good to have you here. And you're going to be talking to us about your newest production, a play called A Sky Painted Brown. So, Naomi, I'm going to talk to you first. You helped write the script, which I think is really cool because it's a locally written play. And it has several different playwrights, as I understand. Mm-hmm. So why do you think, talk to us a little bit about the topic and why you think it's important.
Sure. The topic is important to bring awareness about the various different roles in bullying and giving them tools to help prevent the possible outcomes that could be quite devastating.
So this play is about bullying.
Yes.
And the different impacts about bullying.
Exactly.
Okay, cool. So Emily, you play Camille, and the student, which is the student who is bullied in the play. How does that affect you both on and off stage?
Well, having written the character and then also playing her, I feel very close to her. And doing that has really opened my eyes to bullying and what that is like in the year 2015, as opposed to when I was Camille's age. Technology just keeps racing ahead and it affects things. And also it has just, I feel so close to the character that when I'm off stage after a rehearsal, it takes me a while to come back out of it because it's a heavy subject matter to work with.
Sure. And how old is Camille?
She is 17.
She's 17, okay. And so you helped to write this play then as well. You actually wrote the character for Camille.
Right, we both did together.
We're on the same team.
Very cool. So Naomi, this show addresses obviously the effect of bullying, such as depression and self-injury and things like that. Why is this an important thing to be talking about?
Sure, and our play addresses it a little bit differently. The phrase, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words may never hurt you.
Right.
It shows that words can have physical effects as well. And people who may never have had depression or self-harming tendencies can be driven to that point. And they're more of a victim of a crime.
And it doesn't, as I understand, doesn't even necessarily need to be like a physically like self-injury type of thing, but people who have that sort of depression often feel physical effects from having
absolutely
poor mental health, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Emily, I mean, this sounds like a pretty kind of sad, depressing topic. Is this play a pretty heavy play? I mean, is it all negative?
It's not entirely negative. There are characters in the play that we put in the play to give hope and to remind the audience members of what can be done to help those who are being bullied. And
so there's sort of a call to action in this play, then.
Yes, there definitely is.
So Naomi, the show asks the question, whose fault is bullying? And what's the answer?
Good question. That's kind of the central theme of our show, and I feel my vision when trying to direct this is that the answer is everybody and nobody at the same time. Basically, not one person could have changed the outcome or done anything differently to have solved all the problems, but everybody working together. And I think that mostly comes with what I said earlier about teaching awareness as far as the tools you can use to help people and working as a team.
So it sounds like maybe the answer is it's nobody's fault, but it's everybody's responsibility.
Yeah.
Perfect, exactly.
Yeah. So why should people come see this show?
I want people to come and see the show so that they can gain a deeper understanding of what a multidimensional issue bullying is and how it affects not only the victim of the bullying, but also the bully and anyone at all connected to the lives of either of those people. And then I also want to have people walk away with an understanding of how allies are really important and how everyone has the power to make a difference.
Awesome. Everybody does have the power to make a difference. Well, it sounds like it's, even though the content of the show might be a little bit of a downer, it feels like it might be something that's going to call people to action and really make a positive impact on people.
That's the hope.
So,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Naomi and Emily from Kathy Rasmussen Women's Theater, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
You can find out where to get tickets. The address and phone number was on your screen during this interview, and we will be right back with more Talk of... No, we're done. This is our last segment of the day. So thanks for watching Talk of the Town, and we'll see you next time.